Welcome to Spiritually Speaking, the talk show for spiritual wellness with the goal to bring about personal peace, love, and joy through spiritual education. It aims to raise the consciousness and vibrations of those who seek to live a fulfilled life through acceptance and non-judgment of all religions, beliefs, and practices that are positively based in God's love and light. Good afternoon, Tampa Bay, and everywhere else.
And everywhere else.
Yeah, and I guess some places it's still morning, huh? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking. I'm so glad that you're here to share this Sunday afternoon or morning with us. Thank you for tuning in. And we have a really great show today. I'm really excited, a little nervous, but I don't have to worry about being nervous because the angels are here. And we have Mary Jo McCallie. She's my special guest today. She's an angel therapy practitioner and a certified spirit medium, psychic medium. And she's here. She's going to tell us all about angels. Say hello, Mary Jo.
Hello. And the angels are with us today.
And that's great. And I wore my angel pendant today. And I usually wear it a lot.
Angel earrings.
Love those earrings. Seeing those earrings. I'm so excited today. And for all of you guys that are out there, please call in anytime you want. You don't have to wait for a specific time to call in, except for doing the meditation. The number's there on the screen today. We can thank Adam, our engineer, for getting that up for us. But the number to call in is 727-493-2055. Again, it's 727-493-2055. So call in and ask Mary Jo any questions about angels or how to connect with them. But she's going to go over a lot of things today, so we're really excited.
Yeah, and please feel free to call in. Whether you have never had anything to do with the angels before this, or you have been working with angels for years, please
call in. And MJ, you have some specials at the end that we're gonna.
Yeah. Yes. I do.
So stay tuned for that. And we also have for our very first caller. If you're the very first caller today, we have a giveaway for you. It's called Angel Words by Doreen Virtue. And it's and Doreen Virtue and her son Grant Virtue. So we're going to talk a little bit about this today as well. There it is for you so you can see it.
Words are powerful.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about that?
Yeah, we most certainly are.
Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead and talk about first today's topic, which is transforming scarcity into abundance.
Yeah, and that's where you start with the words. Words are powerful. If you just feel how the word scarcity makes you feel, just when you say the word scarcity, how does your body feel? And if you say the word abundance, how does that make you feel?
Abundance makes me feel amazing. Scarcity kind of comes from scarce and scared and.
Yep. Everything negative makes you get real clenched up and tight as opposed to abundance. And if you actually say the word scarcity, it means you think it exists.
Right.
So it's to get on and away from that so that just abundance exists for everybody. There is more than enough for everybody. It's not like you're going to use it up and you're going to take away from somebody else. There's more than enough. More than enough.
And actually, which kind of leads to the affirmation that I have it in two places. In my home office is what I look at it. So I have on my bulletin board in my home office, and I also have it in my studio. And that affirmation is, there is plenty for everyone, including me.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Yeah. Including me.
Including me.
And believing that you deserve abundance. Too many of us think there's plenty of abundance for everybody else, but I don't know that I deserve it. Oh, if you're a child of God, what father doesn't want to see their kids do well?
That's right. That's right.
So
that's absolutely
again,
right.
The angels are only here to do God's bidding, period. That's why they're here. They're here to help us.
That's right.
So they want you to be abundant. They want you to live abundantly.
And something you said, Mary Jo, you said that we were talking about the word scarcity and how it sounds, and you said something about putting that word out there. And tell me what you said.
I
You
mean,
said,
about the fact that it makes you feel real tight.
yeah,
Everything, if you say that you're living in a place of scarcity now, but you want to find abundance, if you're living abundantly, the place of scarcity doesn't even exist.
yes,
It isn't part of, you don't have to leave scarcity behind because there
it's never a
isn't.
part of you.
It's never a part.
Yeah,
You're living abundantly. Now, most of us, if you're like most of the population that I know and where I started off living everything scarce.
that's right. Yeah,
Everything. It was like, and probably one of the biggest phrases that we use, even as far as finances go. And abundance means a whole lot more than just money.
that's true.
But when it comes
Very
to
much
like
so.
money, one of the big phrases is, I can't afford it.
I never say that anymore.
Uh-uh.
I haven't said that in
Now,
a
that
long
doesn't
time.
mean you go out and you spend foolishly. I'm not talking to do that. But as
Right.
soon as words are powerful. And when you say, I can't afford it, the universe goes, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. You can't.
Okay, I'll make sure that happens for you.
Energy follows thought. You get what you think about.
Absolutely.
So if you're putting that out that you don't have enough or you don't deserve it or you can't afford it, you shouldn't have it, it's not right for you, that's energy that you putting out there, and
That's what you draw to you.
that's right, what you think about. So we have a couple of tips today. And there are 5 tips on how to rid scarcity out of your life, how not to use that word anymore, and how to turn scarce thinking into abundance. Instead of coming from a place of lack, you come from a place of abundance and infinite abundance,
Yeah.
like you never run out.
Yeah.
The first tip is to notice how you use money. Money is energy, and it also says a lot about how we're feeling. Spending lots doesn't necessarily signal abundance. It may signal a reaction to fearing scarcity, meaning that if you go out and spend a lot of money, it may because you want to feel like you have more than you actually do. You may want to show people that you have a lot. And on the other hand, you may be very miserly,
Yeah.
where you're holding everything close and you don't want to spend. But either way,
It's all based in lack.
that's right. So think about how you view money. That are you holding on to it because you think that you're always saving for a rainy day because something is going to happen and you don't want to spend because you never have enough? Or are you pretending that you have a lot, and that's because you want to show more than there actually is because of the fear of someone knowing that you don't have?
Yeah, or to prove to people, see, I know the universe, and I hear this, I know the universe will provide for me. And people go out and spend money ridiculously.
Mistake. Yes.
Ridiculously.
That's not what we're saying.
And it's like, so they can prove to everybody that I know that, and then they get, their credit cards are overdrawn and they get themselves in trouble. That's not abundance. That's not abundance.
You still have to be smart about how you use money, but don't come from a place of lack. You always want to know that you have, what the first thing is gratitude.
Yes. Absolutely.
And actually that should have been my first tip, is actually the last one, but let's go there now. The
Gratitude is huge.
Think in terms of abundance instead of lack. Gratitude and appreciation for what you have is paramount. When you are in the energetic flow of gratitude, more things that you will have to be thankful for will come to you.
Yeah.
When you appreciate what you already have. And you feel abundant in order to attract abundance. It's necessary. I feel abundant, which doesn't mean that you go out and spend every dime you have because the universe is going to shower you with money. You still have to.
Because,
Yes.
money, because then the money isn't bringing you joy or
That's
the planet
right.
joy or anything else. And we're all connected. We're all connected. So the money that you help circulate does help other people.
That's right. Because money is energy. It's
Money
part
is
of
energy.
energy. The second tip is to give without attachment. That's a big one.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, MJ? I see you laugh about it, but you know what
Yeah.
I mean about it. Yes.
Yeah. And giving without attachment, it's like, do they if you give it with a loving heart, do everything based in love as opposed to fear.
Yes.
There's only two real things in the world. One is everything in fear, and the other one is everything in love. And if you base money in fear, and did I give it to the right person?
That's right.
Once you let it go, once you do the research, you find out who you think is worthy. When I make donations, there's a website you can go to that will compare different charity organizations. And I pick the one that I like the most. But the fact is once you give it, even if it's the guy on the street, if you've given it with a loving heart, you've done the right thing. What they do with it,
you have to let go. That's when you're letting go of the attachment. And when you give something to someone and you want something back, if you're even expecting a smile or a compliment or another gift, you're moving from a space of scarcity and basically afraid that you'll be weakened somehow or depleted because you're like, well, I'm going to give them this so I can get something back. So you're not giving from that place of love that you were just talking about.
Exactly.
When you give it, it's gone. You're just like, I give this to you. And talking about giving people something and not expecting something in return, there's a quote from Buddha that says, thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. And this comes from a Japanese book of Buddhism called The Teaching of Buddha. So what he's saying is, I can give you as I'm a practitioner, a spiritual light worker, and so are you. But I can give to you, Mary Jo, without feeling that I'm giving up my clients, my business,
absolutely,
money, income, any of that stuff, because I know that I'm infinitely abundant, that my prosperity is not tied up into me giving to you or offering you anything. So when I give to you or give to other people out there, this is why I have the show, is to open up opportunities for other practitioners to come on and say, this is what I do. And I do it without I'm not thinking that I'm going to get anything back from it.
Yeah.
I do it because I love it, and it's a way to be of service. So when you're giving that, you never run out. You never run out. So this 1,000 candles, just think of how powerful that is. You take one candle and you can light thousands of candles, and this one will never be depleted. Kind of like Jesus and the bread.
Yeah.
He never runs out.
You got it. Yeah.
It's just that. And I would just remember when I was a kid, I was just like, how did he feed thousands, with a couple of fish and bread? It's just
miracles.
It's miracles. And we can
change your consciousness and miracles occur. They do. That's part of my morning prayer every morning.
I love it. Love it. Say it again.
It's the very last sentence of my prayer I say in the morning. I change my consciousness and miracles occur.
I love it. I just got chills from that. So remember, if you guys want to call in, the number is 727-493-2055. Okay, so now let's go into, I think everybody has it. So notice how you use your money, give without attachment. Letting go of things is another one. Hoarding has become a big problem in America, I think, because people are holding on to things because they think they're going to need them. They don't want to be without. So, but once you get rid of all of the things you thought you needed, you actually open up the door energetically for other things to come in your life.
Absolutely.
It's a big feng shui thing, isn't it?
It is a big feng shui thing.
Yeah. Getting rid of clutter.
Yeah. Getting rid of stuff. And just because while you're holding on to something, your hands aren't open to receive.
That's very true.
And when you let it go and it's blessing somebody else's life, then your heart is open to receive too. So your hands and your heart are open.
Yes. And then we go to our last tip is to receive without qualms or sense of deservedness. Last week, we talked about being worthy or feeling worthy of receiving. And some people have problems with like, no, don't give that to me. I don't deserve it, as I can't take this. And right before the show, Mary Jo and I had a conversation about we used to have problems accepting payment for our service. It's like, okay, well,
Well, oh yeah. And someone I would forget, I would actually not ask somebody for payment. They would leave and then they would come back and go, "You didn't ask me for, why didn't," and it's like, well, no, this is your business. You deserve this money. And it was like,
Yeah.
but I really enjoy what I do. And for me, it was a novel idea to actually realize I could be paid for doing
For doing
something that I
something that you
love.
love. Yeah, but that's the energetic way that that the universe is blessing us for what we're doing, for what we're giving. And we have a call. Adam, can you get the call back up? So
Okay.
when you guys call in and we're talking, just hang on the lines because sometimes we're right in the middle of a sentence and it's good information. So we want to make sure that you guys get all of it, but we will take your call. So we really appreciate you being patient with us,
Yes. Thank
when you're
you.
calling in. So again, the number is 727-493-2055, and you can call in and ask Mary Jo a question about
Hi, you're listening to Andrew Hall. I'm sorry I cannot answer the phone.
anything about angels.
Mm.
Okay. So, well, let's go into, we hope that the caller will call back in for us. So while we're waiting for the caller or anybody who wants to call in, you want to go ahead and do
Yeah.
the short meditation
Okay.
with us. Did you have anything to add before we did that?
Real quick, the story that we were also talking about, money and how it works when you get out of your way. I had something happen on Friday. I'm also a part-time personal trainer, and I had a client at the last minute cancel. And my first reaction was, "Oh darn! I was really counting on that money for Christmas." And then I immediately changed it and went, "Oh, I really hope she's feeling better." Okay, I'm not supposed to be doing that right now. Within minutes, I get a phone call from a tenant who says, "I'm leaving town, but I have to have this fixed now." I would not have been able to go there, take care of it, had it not been for the fact that I got that cancellation. And it cost me a whole lot less money. Again, as
Yes.
soon as I got out of my way, it all happened. The angels brought everything to me that I needed.
Okay. Well, thank you for that story. I think we got our call back. So thank you, Adam, and thank you for that story, MJ.
Mhm.
Hi, welcome to Spiritually Speaking. Who do we have on the line with us today?
Hey, what's going on? It's Andrew Hall.
Hi, Andrew Hall. How are
Hello.
you?
Hey, what up? Somebody just it's a little awkward. Somebody just called my phone, so I was just calling back.
Oh, okay. We had a call. We're on the Spiritually Speaking radio show, and we have the angel therapist with us today. Did you have a question about angels?
No.
No, actually I didn't. I was just turning the call, but I hope you guys have a safe and blessed Sunday.
Thank
Why,
you.
thank you. And you too.
You're very welcome.
Okay,
Okay.
we're sending angels to you for a blessed day as well.
Thanks.
Okay, that was a little random, but that's okay. You know what? He needed to talk to us today for
No,
some
exactly.
reason.
For whatever reason,
Yeah.
nothing happens by accident
Yes.
when the angels are involved. And I'm really serious. That oops, how did I accidentally call that number? Because we didn't have his number
That's right.
until he called. But the fact is he needed to have the blessing and he needed to have the connection. Don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't have to know why.
It sounded like he was driving, so it seems like, maybe the angels. One of the things that Mary Jo's going to talk about too is that, the angels don't intervene without us asking.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
MJ, can we send angels to someone else without them asking, without them knowing?
For protection and for things like that, you
Yeah.
can't ask the angels to change somebody else's life without them, but you can ask their higher self to be open to it.
So why don't we I wanted to send this guy, Adam, some protection. It sounds like he's driving and maybe he needed it. Maybe the angels were saying, well, he's not going to ask. So can you guys please send it to him?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we have another caller. So we're just having a little bit of technical difficulty here. That's okay.
And again, no worries. It happens as it's supposed to.
Hi, this is Chantal Kirby. Not in right now.
Chantal.
Yeah,
I
Chantal.
actually know who that is.
Yes, we both do.
Chantal,
Maybe the calls are being dropped for whatever reason, but that's okay.
Okay.
So you know what? How about this? How about we leave the meditation for the end?
Okay.
I
That's fine by
do
me.
want to just get it out there,
Okay.
but there's a couple of affirmations that I wanted to give that are in the meditation. So we will leave 5 minutes at the end of the show to make sure that you guys get that. So let's just get right into talking about angels right
Angels.
now, and then we don't have to worry about the phone. So 727-493-2055.
Angels. Where do we start? Most of us have heard of our guardian angels. Guardian angels are with you from the very first breath that you take to the very last breath that you exhale. And they're here to help you all the time. Archangels are like so much more powerful. They are not past loved ones that have sprouted wings. Angels are entities that have been created by Source. I happen to call Source, or you can call Source God. I happen to call him God. You can call it universal mind, whatever you want. I don't care what the terminology is. But these entities were created by Source specifically to help us enjoy our lives through doing his will.
Now, you said something really important. You said that they're not our loved ones that, have passed over and now they have earned their wings.
Yeah. We kind of had, there's a movie out at Christmas time about earning your wings. I heard a bell daddy, another angel. And that's not the way it is. That's just something that we've kind of made up.
So maybe those people are angel-like for us. Hi, our call is here. Chantal? Hi,
Hello.
this is Dee Dee Lovejoy from Spiritually Speaking here with Mary Jo McCallie today. Did you want to talk to us today? We'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
Go for it, girl.
Okay. I was wondering one question. I think I might have known about this, answer this question, but when angels see you living out your day, can they warn you about certain dangers before they happen?
Absolutely. Particularly if you ask them to at the beginning. That's the one time I say you always have to ask. Angels can't interfere without you asking. There is an exception to that. One of it is if you are in danger of losing your life. An angel, everybody has had a story. You've heard of stories where somebody, fell off a cliff and all of a sudden there just happened to be something there and somebody felt them being lifted up and put over. Angels can intervene for that. If you are in danger and you have asked, Archangel Michael happens to be the one to protect you. You've asked him to look out for you. Yeah, can they let you know about something ahead of time? But I start off my day asking him, hey, please watch out for me and protect me. I don't do it just blanket. Please watch out and protect me for the rest of my life. That's like...
Why can't we do that, though?
You probably could, but I have never seen that be successful.
For this week.
Yeah.
Can you just watch over me this week?
Yeah, and they will watch over you. But again, you have to ask for the help.
Okay.
And if each incident comes up and you're not open to the help. And by the way, the other thing they like is gratitude, is saying thank you when they are there, when they have done really good work, and you know that they're there helping you. So
Chantal,
yes.
Did you have something in particular that you needed angel protection for, that you wanted to know if it was okay?
Right now, I guess maybe financially. Well, not protection, but I guess finding a new job.
Finding a new job. There you go. Are you actively looking?
Not as much as I should be, but I started to. Okay.
The angels are there to help. And one of the first things that they will say is you got to get off the couch.
You got to get off the couch.
You have to do the legwork. And then it will be amazing because that shows that you are really trying. Once you're doing that, it is amazing the doors that they can open up automatically.
I love that.
It is absolutely astounding. You're out looking for at one place, and all of a sudden, because your intention is really has taken on physical form, they can have other things take on physical form, like the new perfect job. Trust them, and you can trust them to do that. By the way, if you are looking for a new job, it's Archangel Chamuel, Chamuel. Color is pale green. But Archangel Chamuel, ask him to help you find the right job for you.
So how do you ask an angel
you.
for help?
You're welcome.
Thanks, Chantel. We appreciate you calling in. Oh, and by the way, for
Right,
calling
bye.
in, you do get a copy of Angel Words for calling in. So make sure that Adam has your information. I think Mary Jo already has it, but we
Yeah.
get your information, so we make sure we get this book out to you. Okay.
Excellent.
Cool. Thank you so
Cool.
much. Have a good Sunday.
You
Thank
too.
you. And we have another call in. But before we take the call, how do you ask an angel for help?
That's a very good question. I happen to be very fortunate in the fact that I can talk to my angels like BFFs. I don't have to go through a special invocation or anything else. Some people feel like they need to be very, very formal with them. And if that works for them, that's what Doreen Virtue does. She feels like, as far as archangel, she's very, very formal. With me, I just hang out and but I do ask. I will make it. It's not like I do but I will say, hey, Michael, can you help me with this? Or a lot of times, if I don't know who it is that has helped me, I just say, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You did it again.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And angels are very, very lighthearted. There's a saying that, how do angels fly? Because they take themselves so lightly.
So they just float away. Adam, did we have another call on the line? Okay. Then why don't we talk about how you became an angel practitioner?
Okay. That's pretty interesting. I grew up in a very strict German Catholic family, and I'm in the middle of 8 kids. It was not okay to be intuitive or to see or know things when I was a kid, so I turned off that ability for quite a while. And then it turned back on when I was in my late teens, and that was scary because I was full of teenage angst, and I got hooked up with the wrong people, and I was like, wow, she's really powerful. Well, that particular person was working with was not of the light. And again, it scared me so much that I turned off the ability again.
Okay.
And then I started going on my own spiritual search, through my 20s and into my young 30s. And I was very, very blessed to find some of the best spiritual advisors around. And just, again, how do the angels work? I'm taking one class. I finally find a class to go to, and I'm taking that. And then she has somebody there. I was a class on metaphysical development and psychic development. And then this guy gives a demonstration. He's there for 15 minutes. And boom, in that 15 minutes, I got goosebumps, which is one of the ways they get through to you. I said, I'm working with you next. And both the lady that was giving the class and the guy that had just given the demonstration both got the same goosebumps. And they went, yeah, you are.
Okay.
And so I started working with him. Same thing happened when I I worked with shamans in South America. I went to something like the I Can Do It, where you had a bunch of people, and happened upon a guy that has worked with headhunters in the Amazon and was taking a group down to work with shamans. And I got to work with shamans in the Andes Mountains and in the Amazon rainforest, and a life-changing opportunity to do that.
I bet.
And again, went on from that and happened upon Doreen Virtue. And that's...
She's saying happened upon, but we all know that, there's no coincidence.
It's every single step. It wasn't like I went out and said, oh, I got to do this next. I did other things. I took, I did, I'm a Reiki master. I got a little theta healing. I got other things, but doors open to you. As long as you're doing the work. It's like I was telling Chantal, I was doing the things that I needed to do.
Yes.
And I was open to being given more information. And like I said, when I found Doreen, it was like, okay, this is the missing piece, because of my experience when I was young. I know that when you open the door to the other side, anything can come in.
Yeah.
And I am really, really clear that I only want divine guidance. And
you can't miss that with the angels.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and so I absolutely call in angels, no matter what I'm doing. If it's a healing, and I say this to every healer that's out there, if you are doing Reiki or Theta or healing touch or hands of light, whatever you're doing, call in the angels to help you with it. It makes sure that it just intensifies and brings up whatever you're doing to a new level.
It really does. Archangel Raphael
Archangel Raphael
is there with me for all the healings, and we have talked about this before. Sometimes, Raphael he stands behind me most of the time, kind of doing his thing, but sometimes he'll just say, "Okay, I got it."
Yeah.
So I'll stand back and hold the energy, and he'll get in there and.
Yeah. Sometimes I get in the way. So yes, I have learned not to say, "No, I got to do it." No, I learned this. I got to do it. It's like, who am I telling I got to do it? So yeah, exactly. Yeah. But Raphael can absolutely help you with any of the healing. There's different archangels for each of the archangels have different jobs, if you will.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. The number again, 727-493-2055, 493-2055. So the archangels, are there millions of them, or is there a core number? Are there 5 or 17? what do you have?
Okay. But to begin with, there are angels in every single religion. It is not just Christians that have archangels. Okay, in the Bible, there's 2 main ones that they mention: Michael and Gabriel. Mm-hmm. Gabriel, it's his time of year. He was the guy with the horn that announced to Mary, "Hey, you're going to have God's kid."
That's why you see a lot of angels in statuary around this time of year of Gabriel. Yes.
Okay. And so, but in every single religion, there are angels. Now, I've gone into meditation and I've asked, Michael is the head archangel. He oversees all of them. And the archangels are one of the 9 choirs, but that's a whole nother thing there. The archangels were created to help humans. That's their job.
That's us, people.
That's us.
To help us.
They were created so they could help us. So Michael oversees all of them. And then there's Gabriel, who is the angel of communication. Isn't that a surprise? With the horn. Just think of the horn, how it communicates, how loud it can get. Also helps parenting and helps parents communicate with their kids.
Okay.
So
we all need that. So remember that,
teachers,
parents out there.
Any teachers, it's Gabriel. I asked Gabriel to be with me today. Give me the right words. The ones not that I necessarily want to say, but the ones that everybody else needs to hear.
So for Chantel, when she gets that interview, can she call on Gabriel to help her
Absolutely.
with the words?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Gabriel and Haniel, because Haniel helps you do presentations.
Very nice. Okay.
Then you have Raphael, who we've already talked about. And Raphael is the healing archangel. And any kind of healing work that you need to do, be it physical, emotional, spiritual, that's Raphael. And then there's, I guess, out of the top 4, then there's Uriel. And Uriel helps with your life path. And by the way, for all you students, he also helps with studying and test taking.
Uriel, remember that.
But the fact is you really don't have to remember each individual name. You can just call on the archangel, whatever archangel is really the best at this. Please come to me.
Is that how you say it?
That's how you can say whichever archangel. I mean, you don't want to be calling in a plumber when you need an electrician. I mean, the electrician's going to help you as well as they can, but whichever archangel is in charge of this, and all of the help, all of the people, all of the angels you have working with you, your whole band, bring them in and help me with this.
I just got a visual in my head. You know, the infomercials that come on and they said, we have this, agents are standing by to help you. So they're right there.
Exactly.
All you have to do is call and they're picking up the phone and they're there to help you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's perfect.
Agents are standing by to help you. They're like, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Just call me. All you have to do is call.
Yeah, there's a lot of underemployed angels.
Yeah.
Because, and by the way, nothing that you do is too small or too large that you want to ask. And you're not going to take them away from helping somebody else. They can help everybody all at the same time. It's like, oh, well, this is just a little problem. Oh, I shouldn't bother them with it. Nah, they want to hear it all. And they also, like
infinite.
I said, yeah.
And time, and you guys know that time is an earthly thing, with us. not to the angel realm or the spirit realm. They can be in thousands of places
Yes,
at one time, and like MJ said, you don't have to think that you're taking them away from someone else and that you're not worthy. You absolutely
you
are.
deserve. You
Mhm.
absolutely deserve to have all of this help. And you know what? We were created to have all this help. We just forgot it. We have learned over the centuries and the eons how to put all of our spirituality behind us and got into progress. And the progress hasn't helped us on a spiritual nature. And that's why you're here. This is your classroom. You said, okay, I want to be incarnated on this planet so I can grow spiritually.
Mhm.
And so this is your opportunity.
But we're not here to do it without any help.
Exactly.
It's like having you have your lesson, but you have study guides, and so just think of your angels
Absolutely.
as
The
your
fact is people will ask me, why in the world would you want to even talk to angels? And I said, how about life gets easier
yeah.
and more joyful and
Yes.
easier
Easier is the
and
word.
easier?
Yeah.
Again, it's like getting upset about the things that used to really make me upset, rarely make me upset anymore.
Mhm.
And you will even find that speaking your truth when you have a hard talk to have with somebody, if you say it with love and you ask the angels to come in first, Gabriel,
Mhm.
communication angel, I have to talk to somebody. And I always thought this was going to be hard. Gabriel, can you give me the right words that they need to hear? It is going to be, you're going to have stuff come out of your mouth and it's going to be like, wow, that was pretty good. Where'd that come from? Well, duh, you just asked Gabriel.
Just ask.
Yeah, just ask and you will have, they're there to help you.
MJ, did you have any other angels, any other the archangels that you want to tell people about?
I have, there's a whole list. There's right now, and since we had talked about abundance, Archangel Ariel, Ariel, pink in color, money flow. Money, one of the big things, also with buying a home, but any kind of money flow. You want to create money flow in your life, it's Archangel Ariel.
Remember that, and pink.
Yeah, and the color
pink
pink.
color.
Doesn't mean you
Okay.
have to go around wearing pink all the time. Just have the pink color around you. You might want to have a pink ribbon in your pocket.
Mhm. A rose
Something
quartz
just
or
to
something like that.
remind you that, oh yeah, and so you can keep asking, Ariel, I know you're working on it for me, buddy, but I'm human and I'm starting to, because the other thing is when you ask the angels, you must trust. If you don't trust that they can help you, it means you've gone back into the lack or that, oh, this really isn't. And they go, okay, then it really isn't.
Yeah.
The trust is so imperative.
Mhm. It is.
So, and again, all the pink color is for you there is just to remind you.
And since you're talking about colors, do each of the angels have their own color?
Okay. As
And
far
how
as,
does the color come in?
okay.
Why do we need to know that?
You don't have to know which color it is.
Okay.
Yeah, all of the basic core of archangels. And by the way, I've asked this too. How many archangels are there really? There's lists because there's multiple names for one. If you ever do a study on any of this, you're going to make yourself crazy because they'll have Archangel Ariel will have there'll be a list of 15 different names by which he's called. He, she, because they're also androgynous. They don't really have a
Mhm.
sex. So I keep on saying he, but
Kind of like Gabriel. I see Gabriel as female. It
yeah,
feels female to
to
me,
me.
but
And that's
okay.
fine. And that's good. So, like I said, whatever angel, each of them do have the basic ones have colors. Like Ariel is pink, Raphael is green, Michael is purple, um, Gabriel is golden yellow, like the horn. Uh, but you don't have to know all the colors. And I did ask, is this the main? And they, and Michael and Gabriel both started laughing. They were like, you can't wrap your head around how many there are of us.
Uh-huh.
It is, you're thinking in human terms. We
Uh-huh.
appreciate your question, but don't worry about it. That's not, that doesn't have to be your concern. There are plenty of these beings to help you. And that's the reason you don't have to know their name.
I think with colors for people who are used to meditating, and Mary Jo's going to talk about a angel meditation that she has 2 days a week. but I just want to put this out there first that, I've been to your meditation class for about a year and a half now. Wonderful, you guys. You have to um,
Thank you.
get into it. So when you start meditating and you see the colors,
Yeah.
is that the angel's way of communicating with you?
Yeah, it's a way of letting you know that they're there.
Okay.
Angels can let you know they're there in a lot of ways. One of the things they do for me, I mean, it can be you can see a feather, on the ground or whatever else. It can be things like that. For me, it's the same number I see repeated.
Mhm.
What I call trips or duplicates where I see 111 or 22.
Uh-huh.
Happened on the way here. I wasn't sure how I was coming, and all of a sudden, I'm at a light, and I am 133 feet from taking a left, and then I was 1.1 miles away,
Right.
and I was
right.
going to arrive at 12:22, and I had to laugh, and I did because they got me there, and all I did was look up and say thank you because they did it again. They even found the building for me, which I would have passed had I not said, "Oh, I should turn here." Okay.
So let's talk about you. So you're talking about how angels communicate.
Mhm.
So we've heard about why the archangels, why the angels are here, and that everybody has guardian angels, and that angels are here to serve us. We also heard that they have specialties,
Yeah.
and you can identify them by their colors. That's one way to communicate with them. And all we have to do is ask, right?
Right.
So
And then trust.
yes,
And
and
then
trust.
trust.
That's a real big one. So how do we can ask them? How do we know that? How do they communicate back with us?
It's different for different people. You get information if you are, psychic, which everybody is, by the way, to some degree. Some of us are more gifted than others. Somebody's better at math and somebody's better at history. Some people are more gifted, but everybody has the ability. Okay.
Mhm.
Just lost my train of thought.
How do they communicate with you?
Okay. There's what they call four clairs. Everyone's heard of clairvoyance,
Mhm.
voyance where you see, clairaudience where you get messages with your ears, which means you can actually either hear them or you'll hear conversations that are around you that are the perfect answer. See means you may actually see them, or you may get messages through pictures or movies that play in your head, or actually movies or pictures that are on a billboard. Then there's also sentience, and that's when you feel things. There's many of us that are very clairsentient, and that means you can feel what somebody else is going through,
Mhm.
and you feel the answer. And as soon as you get
Mhm.
that feeling, you know that's them letting you know.
Yeah.
And then there's claircognizance, where you just
You just
know.
know. You just know.
You don't know why, but you just know.
So if you're making a decision, you have to make a decision. Something simple as, should I go left or right? If you're at the intersection, and it's like, angels help me. Who does traffic or driving or travel.
Raphael and Michael together are the travel agents.
So we go travel agents.
Yeah, yeah, and that's whether you're in a car or you're on an airplane. It's
Uh-huh.
but you got to trust. It's what I asked them to come with me today. It's like I've not been over to this place. Let me be there without making myself crazy, trying to find stuff.
So you let the travel agents take you here. You had some basic.
Oh yeah, I had a
knowledge of where you're
GPS and
supposed to
stuff,
go.
but
But we know how GPSs are really. And
I didn't go the way the GPS told me to go.
You went the way the angels told you the way, and it sounds like you had 4 different signs that you were going the right way.
Exactly.
From
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah, it's like, okay. So for me, it was numbers, or sometimes probably one of the easiest ways, if something makes you feel calm and serene, that's right. And when
Yes.
when your solar plexus clutches, not so much.
I'm going to testify to that. That's the feeling. My husband calls it his spidey senses.
Yeah, there you go. The spidey senses.
Yeah.
But yeah, and when it does that, maybe even if that's what your ego wants, but it makes you kind of feel a little bit sick to your stomach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably not. You can do whatever you want. That's the one thing with angel guidance too, is you don't have to do what they say. They're not going to judge you. They are not going to stop working with you. But you don't have to follow their advice. It's just if you do, things get a lot easier.
And for the people who have never worked with angels before, or maybe sometimes, just try this. Just give them like a a small thing to do to how to communicate and how to hear and then trust.
And then trust. And we say, and then trust, like that's easy. That is the hardest thing to do, is to trust, because you can't see it. When you're trusting, it's like when you give an order, when you're in a restaurant and you give an order to the waiter or waitress, you don't keep jumping up and say, did you get it right? Hey, are you sure you got it right?
That's right.
You don't run into the kitchen and go, did she get it right? You trust.
You have to trust
that they're going to get, and sometimes they mess up, but they, they're human. They're not the angels.
Uh-huh.
If you can really, and you build the trust by having it happen for you time and time again. It's like and it's really true. Things like parking angels. My husband he thinks it's a hoot because I can find a parking place anytime, wherever we are. It's amazing how space is just Christmas shopping at a mall.
Do you ask before you get there?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
So what do you say?
I just say, hey guys, I need a parking place.
And
for me, I'm not like, I'm not really, I said it has to, I would really appreciate if it was like 5 parking places, closest to the door I want to be in. And I mean, I could put it right up by the door, but for me, I don't need that.
Okay.
But I also don't want to be driving up and down aisles looking for a place to park.
And sometimes I forget to ask. And then when I ask and I go, is this the same as asking? Because I do this.
Yeah. That because you look
it's
up.
It's like a silent.
Yeah. But you are asking. You're in the moment. You're just not verbalizing it.
Yeah.
But yes, you're asking.
It's like, guys, help me out.
Yeah, please.
And that's how I usually say it. It's like, okay, help me out with this. What about before we go to sleep, before we dream? Can we ask angels to help us?
You can have angels help you with at any time, but especially before you go to sleep, because you are the most receptive to their guidance because you're not blocking it. Most of us, when we use our physical mind, we tend to overanalyze everything, comparative analysis, study it, break it down, try to find everything wrong with it. And when you're sleeping, you don't do all of that. They can get their message through to you very easily through when you sleep. And if you're not sleeping well, ask them before you go to sleep, please let me have recuperative sleep. Let me sleep soundly and wake up refreshed. But ask. My husband, and I'm serious, my husband can stop snoring. On certain night, when he goes back into it, I'll say, you snored last night. And then he asks before he goes to sleep because I didn't ask. And then when he does, he doesn't have, it's amazing.
Okay, so my husband, I know you're here in the studio. I hope you heard that. You can ask the angels. So we have another call coming in. And so welcome to Spiritually Speaking. Who's on the line with us today?
Hi, this is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. You have a question?
Hi. I did, but I was listening to you guys talk, and then I forgot my question.
That's okay.
It's a very interesting show. Is there anything that you wouldn't ask the angels for?
No.
Anything sort of like that they might say, oh,
no,
you shouldn't be asking me that?
No, there is nothing I wouldn't ask them. Angels don't judge. We judge ourselves. We judge others. But they don't judge it. And like I said, there's nothing that's too small. There's nothing that's too weird because they don't consider it weird. If you need help with it, they're there.
What if you're asking for something that's not of the light or to help
well, they'll let you know.
Will or something
Again,
like that?
if you're asking for something that's not of the light, they're not going to respond.
Okay.
If you're asking for them to do something, it's like I know when somebody wants an angel reading and they're like, I know my husband's been cheating on me. Uh-huh. I want to find out. It's like because it's all based on in fear and hate. They're not going to give any information on that. So no, anything if it's based in love, they're going to tell you. If it's to help you, they don't give you answers if it is not in your highest and best interest.
Okay, I love
that answer.
Okay.
That's a great answer. Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
How do I know if the answer is from an angel or if it's just me making it up?
That's a really good one.
That's a really good question. Yeah.
Number one, if you ever feel like something is said, oh, well, that's a stupid idea, that's your ego. Angels will never call you stupid or put you down. Even if they have tough information to impart, they do it so sweetly and so generously. So when it's your ego, it's going to be nasty. When it's the angels, they are there to help you for your highest and best spiritual journey. So don't ask the angels for lottery numbers. They're not likely to give it to you. Okay.
Darn it.
Did that help?
No.
That helps a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thanks, Andrea, and everyone out there that's listening to angels. There's a lot of information about angels, and we just scratched the surface today. So Mary Jo has 2 angel meditation classes going on in Tampa Bay area. Can you tell us about those?
On Monday nights at 6:45, you can come to an angel class, and also it's going to Wednesday mornings at 10:30 in South Tampa.
Wow. So is your Tuesday moving, or are you going to?
My Tuesday's moving,
Okay.
yeah. This is the last Tuesday we're going to have.
Okay.
So it's going to Wednesdays at 10:30 a.m. in South Tampa or 6:45 in Carrollwood. And we do a meditation, and we also will do something where you can really feel the angels come in. We'll either do healings or readings, and people are like, what? Well, I can't do that. Yeah, you can.
It's amazing. If you haven't tried this before, this is a safe place to go and learn about angels and kind of, I'm going to say, fellowship with other people who are learning about angels, and everybody's on different levels spiritually, but the angels don't care.
Nope. And neither does anybody there. No one is judging.
And we have another call. So who's on the line with us today?
Lana.
Hi, Lana.
Hi, Lana.
What's your question today?
Hey, girl.
I wanted to know if there's a special angel to pray for wellness, continued wellness.
Continued wellness? That's Raphael. Raphael. I love saying his name. Raphael. Raphael helps in health, be it emotional, physical, spiritual. Raphael is the one that can help with wellness. And I like how you say that, as opposed to getting rid of sickness, in continued wellness.
That's right.
Again, she's again, just saying it that way makes a difference. I want to stay well. That's what I see myself as, well and whole. Okay, so Raphael is you going through some stuff right now, Lana?
Not in particular, but I have in the past, and I didn't know if Raphael had helpers or if he was the main guy.
No, he's the main guy, but he's got lots of help. All of the archangels have their band, if you will. I always refer to Michael as Michael and your band of mercy. Please take care of this. Raphael will work. Listen to how I would say that. Raphael will work not only with other angels, but he'll work with shamans and other entities that have healing abilities to work with you. So it's not just other angels. So ask Raphael and ask him to gather whoever it is that you need.
Can you call him in for other people, or you just do it for yourself? If I have a sick child, or
okay. Again, yes. Can you, as far as protection, if it is in their highest and best interest, that child, that doesn't mean they automatically get well. You've signed up for certain things with, spirit, but will they help with a sick child, particularly with a child? Yes. Okay. Does that help a little bit?
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. Thanks for calling.
Okay. I know there's probably a lot of information. How do we get in touch with you, Mary Jo? If anybody has any questions, Mary Jo does angel readings besides her meditations. And please go to her website, which is angelstalk.com. All of the information is on there on how to get a hold of her. Do you want to give a phone number or go to the website?
813-419-1117.
And you also have a meetup group, right?
Yeah, that's the meetup is for the Monday night and the Tuesday or the Wednesday morning now. You can go to Meetup and you can go to Angels Talk in Carrollwood, and you can go to those. And we also have a class on creating a vision board coming up on January the 12th. And you can it'll be on a Saturday. It will be fabulous. You get more information on that on my website. Matter of fact, you can see what all the classes that are coming up for the coming year. And right now I am running a holiday special because you're listening, you and just few other people. I'm running a buy one, get one half off. Angels like a good deal too.
That's right.
So if you've been thinking about scheduling a reading or a healing, now's the time to do it. My prices are going to go up in January, and you now have the opportunity to beat that increase. And maybe you can give a gift certificate for one of them to for either Christmas or Hanukkah. You have to purchase it by 12/24, and you have to use it by 6/11/13. So, and please, the only way that is available is by going to Angels Talk, 2, letter U, at iCloud.com. That's Angels Talk,
the number 2, the letter U, at iCloud.com. And folks, that's all the time that we have for today. We ran out of time, but thank you so much for joining in Angels Talk. For joining Spiritually Speaking. And Mary Jo, thank you. It was such a pleasure. We're going to have you back on the show again today, right before your classes in January.
Yeah.
So you can talk more about those. Thank you all. Have a blessed day.
Thanks.
Want a joyous, fulfilling life? Do what the fulfilled do. Be grateful for the things you have. Give freely from your heart. Be of service to others. Leave ego behind and let Spirit fearlessly guide you to your highest and best self. And most of all, choose it for yourself and believe that you already have it. Thank you for tuning in to Spiritually Speaking. We'll see you next week. Namaste. To learn more DD Lovejoy, tune into www.oilsandstones.com.